So, when it comes to achieving your goals and bringing your desires into fruition, I found that the two most important things, at least for me, are commitment and consistency. And this can apply to literally anything, whether it be manifestation techniques, or maybe there's a certain affirmation that you're using, or it could also apply more broadly to maybe the world of business, right? Like, are you using social media to grow your business, or do you have an email list? Or it could apply just to certain endeavors that you're doing or projects that you're doing. Because I found in general for myself, when I got really honest with myself, and not in a shaming or condemning way, but just taking a very honest assessment of myself, I noticed that I tended to declare defeat prematurely. So, for instance, I wrote on and off on the platform Medium for years, but I tended to get discouraged when the statistics weren't to my liking. Even though I knew logically that the most successful writers on the platform were consistent for months or even years before they really started to see big results. And I noticed this in many areas of my life that whenever I wouldn't be seeing results, I tended to get discouraged. And sometimes I wouldn't even intentionally abandon something, but we live in an age, right, where we're just inundated with information. And so sometimes some new shiny object would catch my attention, and I would forget about whatever I was doing or maybe the things that have worked for me in the past. And so right now, I am committing to writing down my celebrations every day, which I've talked about in a past video, because I found that the more that I take note of my celebrations and actually share them with others, the more things in my life I find to celebrate. So funny how that works. And then also, I am committing. So I just started a Substack, and so basically, I am going to be committing to that for at least a month, if not more, before I make any declarations about whether or not this is worth it or whether or not this is a good use of my time. So, those are the things that I'm committed to, and I love to see what you're committed to as well.